We have a homicide with no weapon.
A clip and a pair of scissors, it doesn't add up.
We're still back at square one.
I've never seen or heard of any case like this before.
Anew, The Real CSI Miami returns in 2 weeks on CBS.
I can't wait to see you when Big Brother returns next Wednesday on CBS.
Right now, a fire in Janesville that destroyed apartments is ruled accidental. What else? Investigators are saying right now in that investigation.
Plus 3 police chases in 4 days in Monona. I'm talking to a family who was caught in the middle and says the pursuits might not be worth the price. And how Fire Captain Corey Barr is being remembered 6 years after his death when an explosion rocked downtown Sun Prairie. It's all ahead on News 3 Now at 10. Ever since a New Year's Day police chase in Monona earlier this year killed 3 people, the Monona Police Department's pursuit policy has faced increased scrutiny. Now another pursuit turned crash is raising some questions. Our Braden Ross has been covering this issue for you all year long. Braden, what happened this week? Yeah, Monona police have engaged in 3 pursuits in just the last 4 days. This one here ended in a hit and run with a bystander. Now that couple who was hit is asking if the chase was worth it.
This is the first accident I've ever been in my life, and it is terrifying.
This is Doug Johnson's car now.
We're fortunate all it is cosmetic damage to a car.
I've told a lot of friends what happened, and every time I tell it, I go, wow, that really could have been bad. It really could have been bad.
Just a day ago, he and his wife, Brett Saladino, were sideswiped by another car on the Beltline.
Every time I blink, I see the blue car coming up behind me.
You can see in this traffic camera video, the car that hit them was driving recklessly up the shoulder. If we zoom out, you can see why.
That's when I saw the officer following exactly where that car did. That's when I'm like, oh, it's a police chase.
It turns out a Monona police officer recognized that blue car earlier as being involved in multiple retail thefts in the Madison area. He tried to stop it. The driver sped onto the Beltline and into the side of Johnson's car. Following the crash, the officer ended the chase, but says he didn't see the crash, so he didn't stop to check on Johnson and Saladino. They waited 40 minutes for a Madison police officer to finally help them get off the road safely.
It just seems crazy. If you have the license plate number and you know the name of the guy, do you really have to chase him in a construction zone?
So far this year, Monona police have been the primary agency in 26 pursuits. Last year, they engaged in 53. In a statement to News 3 Now, Monona Police Chief Brian Cheney said, quote, "We have a problem with persons fleeing from police in Dane County. This is not just a Monona issue." But Saladino and Johnson are left wondering.
They can't flee if you're not chasing. Clearly, you're putting people in danger in a chase in traffic, clearly. And I just, for retail theft, I mean, I hope it was a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
Now, we learned just a few hours ago now that Madison police did actually arrest the suspect in this case for felony eluding, reckless driving, and retail theft. He's actually currently out on bail for retail theft and bail jumping. You can read our previous coverage on police pursuits in Dane County online right now at channel3000.com.
Braden, thank you. Another nice warm night across southern Wisconsin. Very pleasant out there tonight. Temperatures will continue to warm up, though, in the next several days. Meteorologist Jacob Madison on the weather patio tonight with a look at our first warn forecast.
Thanks, Eric. It's going to get pretty hot by the weekend, but for the rest of the work week, temperatures aren't going to change too much. They're going to be very similar to today, but right now it definitely is very comfortable. A lot of bugs out here, but conditions are very nice. 69 degrees right now in Madison, calm winds. It is a little humid, but notice the heat index the exact same as the actual temperatures. And looking at the current temperatures across Dane County, mostly around 70 degrees. That's pretty much the case for all of southern Wisconsin and our entire viewing area. Humidity values are a bit high, but typically that happens overnight. But the dew points are just a little bit higher than we normally see this time of night, as a lot of our areas seeing those dew points in the 60s. Now, looking at the high temperatures from earlier, very similar to the average high. The average high is 82. We get 83 in Madison, and most of our area kind of ranged between, some locations did get only into the upper 70s, a few places in the upper 80s, but a very typical summer day, nothing extreme in either direction. And as we look at the overnight forecast, we'll see lows dropping into the middle 60s, so they're not going to drop drop too much more overnight with partly cloudy skies and certainly comfortable conditions. But we do have an alert day for hot temperatures and the possibility of a brief round of severe weather. This will come Sunday evening, and I'll talk more in detail about how hot the temperatures will get and the chance of severe weather coming up a bit later.
Jacob, thank you. An update now on a fire that destroyed a Janesville apartment complex. Investigators say Monday's fire at Surrey Ridge Apartments was an accident. They know how the fire started, but aren't sharing it at this time. Why? That's due to ongoing discussions with insurance companies. The 26-unit building was safely evacuated Monday afternoon. More than 50 firefighters were brought in to fight the flames. Everyone displaced from their homes have been receiving help now from the Red Cross. Brand new at 10, the Richland County Sheriff's Office says 3 children were arrested after allegedly stealing a car overnight from La Crosse and then allegedly using it to drive to the village of Viola to commit burglaries. The sheriff's office says the trio broke into a car, drove it 45 miles southeast to Viola, and then broke into multiple cars. Deputies tried pulling the stolen vehicle, but it took off, later crashing. The driver ran away, but 2 passengers were arrested. Then hours later, the driver was also tracked down back in La Crosse. Overnight in Sun Prairie, someone broke into the T-Mobile store. Officers were called to the store at Prairie Lakes Drive early this morning, and there officers found the store window shattered. A store employee said nothing appeared to have been stolen. Police have since arrested a man who they say is responsible. We're not naming him as he has not yet been formally charged with a crime. It was 6 years ago today. The Sun Prairie community changed forever. Volunteer Fire Captain Corey Barr was helping evacuate a building which then exploded, and Captain Barr died from his injuries. Several people, including police and firefighters, were injured. The cause of the explosion stemmed from a gas leak. Tonight, a memorial is set out at the location of where that explosion took place and where Corey Barr passed away. Sun Prairie Mayor Paul Esser says he feels the community has come a long way since then.
So in a lot of ways, things are starting to gain some momentum and we're starting to come forward with it, and it's a positive thing.
There were no formal events to honor Barr tonight, but Sun Prairie Fire and Rescue asked people to light their homes and businesses in red tonight. They also asked for anyone looking to pay their respects to visit Corey Barr's memorial statue on the street named in his honor. In Milwaukee, attorneys for the family of 43-year-old Devontae Mitchell continue to demand transparency and justice after he was killed by hotel security outside a Hyatt Regency last month. Supporters of Mitchell gathered today outside that hotel after it was announced the district attorney's office confirmed Mitchell's death is now being investigated as a homicide. Mitchell was removed from the hotel on June 30th after reportedly causing some sort of disturbance. 4 security officers were seen on video pinning him to the ground outside the hotel, where he became unresponsive and was pronounced dead by police. And now attorneys are hoping that Hyatt will share all of the information available to authorities.
To the executives at Hyatt, do the right thing. That's right. This is your opportunity to come clean, be transparent. That's right. So this family can have some measure of peace to know that the wheels of justice are starting to turn.
Mitchell's death has drawn comparisons to that of George Floyd in 2020. The 4 security guards involved in his death have since been suspended by Hyatt hotels. We are less than 5 days away now from the start of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. Earlier this week, the RNC releasing its official platform. It is a reflection of what the presumptive Republican presidential nominee, former President Donald Trump's political policies and agenda would look like. The platform includes phrasing such as America First and Make America Great Again. There are also 20 goals listed on the platform that the committee would like to accomplish, including securing the border, stricter voting rules, and fair and reciprocal trade deals. Speaking of the RNC, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is now slated to speak there next week. The announcement comes after Governor DeSantis and Donald Trump attempted to put their rocky relationship behind them following fierce attacks during the Republican presidential primary. Governor DeSantis has said he is backing former President Trump's campaign after dropping from the race back in January. More information on when Governor DeSantis is set to appear in Milwaukee has not yet been released. As Milwaukee prepares for the event, Democrats are trying to build some momentum among Latino voters there. Dueling messages appear along the highways in English and in Spanish. Billboards may be an old-school strategy to advertise, but political experts say it's just as effective today as it was back in the day in reaching a larger audience. The Hispanic media director for the Democratic National Committee shares why the DNC has launched these bilingual billboards.
Latinos, see, they're thinking about us. They actually care about us. They want to communicate how we communicate.
Now, according to the latest data from Pew Research Center, Latinos have grown at the second fastest rate of any major racial or ethnic group in the U.S. electorate since the last presidential election, with an estimated 36.2 million eligible voters. Well, back here in Dane County, another phase of the Lower Yahara River Trail is now complete. A new section runs 2 miles connecting Fish Camp County Park with Lake Kaganza State Park. The new stretch of trail took just over a year to build. However, it is still out of reach for cyclists coming from Madison. The first phase of the trail connects Madison to McFarland, but to get to McFarland to Fish Camp County Park, cyclists will have to ride along County Highway AB. Still, though, cyclists we spoke with today were happy to have new paths to ride.
The first time on the path, it was just like, oh my goodness, this is beautiful. And seeing it's just been open, we have met so many people walking dogs, walking, just so many bikes already. And it's like, how can this just be open? You would think nobody knows about it.
Well, Dane County Park says there will be an official ribbon cutting for this section of trail in early September. New at 10 pickleball players will take over Sun Prairie's Wyndham Hills Park the next 4 days, tomorrow through Sunday. The Madtown Pickleball Open is Wisconsin's largest open pickleball tournament. Destination Madison says the tournament already has had a record-breaking amount of participants register. Wyndham Hills Park has 10 pickleball courts. Proceeds from registration fees benefit youth programs put on by the Madison Area Sports Commission. More stories still ahead at 10, including why state troopers are trading in their squad cars for semis. Plus, actor Alec Baldwin's involuntary manslaughter trial begins in New Mexico nearly 3 years after a deadly movie set shooting. We'll go inside the courtroom to hear opening statements.
Grab your sunglasses and enjoy the journey of pure excitement. It's the Summer Vibes and Catch and Rides giveaways at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. This summer, you'll have a chance to win a StarCraft pontoon boat on July 27th, a Barletta pontoon boat on August 10th, and a Chevy Traverse on August 24th. All entries earned will be eligible for all Summer Vibes and Catch and Rides drawings. Your fun in the sun starts at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
When replacing your windows, you want them to be built by the best and backed by the best. That's what you'll get with replacement windows only available from Renewal by Andersen. When you choose Renewal by Andersen at Wanakee Remodeling, you're not getting a one-size-fits-all product. From design and sales to manufacturing, installation, and service, we own the entire process. This month, buy 2 windows, get the third 60% off, plus 12 months no-interest financing when you purchase 3 or more windows. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Introducing TPC Wisconsin, Madison's elite golf club with worldwide privileges, plus extraordinary amenities to keep you active year-round, to keep you fit and well-equipped for the course, to keep you connected to what matters the most. Play where the pros play with an exclusive membership at TPC Wisconsin. Make it your club today.
The feet have a really big impact on how the rest of the body moves. The knees, the hips, the lower back especially. If the foot isn't properly aligned, all of these joints are going to function incorrectly. That results in a lot of muscle tension and chronic pain. What I really like about the Good Feet system is that the right arch supports can put the foot in its proper alignment. So all the joints up the rest of the body will be aligned properly as well. And when the body's aligned, we can reduce the risk of injury and chronic pain.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if Arch Supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
I was raised by my wonderful grandparents who took care of me when my mother was struggling with addiction. Later, when Nana got frail, I was privileged to help take care of her. I believe it's our duty to honor our elders. So I've worked hard in the Senate to protect Medicare and nursing home care from those who've tried relentlessly to cut benefits. The least we can do is help those who've helped us. I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Holy cow, standing ovation.
See, it's no energy like the Jennifer Hudson show.
Donald Faison has us all fanning out.
I'm a bit starstruck.
No! Then Bobby Burke knows his stuff.
On the next Jennifer Hudson show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Moving forward.
Welcome back. Quick Trip is expanding its reach, breaking ground today on what will be the company's second distribution center, and this one is in DeForest, the other one in La Crosse. And having a second distribution facility will help Quick Trip reduce its distribution costs. Right now, all Quick Trips are being serviced from that La Crosse center. The new site, located south of Dane County Highway 19, will also include a truck wash and a truck maintenance facility. Quick Trip anticipates they'll employ 400 people once work there is complete. Some state troopers are trading in their patrol vehicles to ride shotgun in big rigs and also buses this week. It's for Trooper in a Truck, a week-long enforcement and education initiative in partnership with the Wisconsin Motor Carriers Association. The campaign is meant to elevate safety, literally, offering a higher vantage point with troopers being able to look down into vehicles rather than being at eye level with them. If a violation is spotted, it'll be reported to patrol cars in the area to make a traffic stop. But writing tickets isn't really the goal of the program. It's safety.
This is about education and letting people know that we're going to be out there, we're going to be watching them, and we're going to be communicating to them that it is important to stay safe, stay off the phone, buckle up, and keep us all safe.
Troopers will be watching from semis and buses through Friday. Opening statements and testimony began today in actor Alec Baldwin's involuntary manslaughter trial. It comes nearly 3 years after cinematographer Helena Hutchins was fatally shot on the set of the Western film Rust. Baldwin has pleaded not guilty in Hutchins' death. Prosecutors today accused Baldwin of playing make-believe with a real gun, while his defense said the gun given to him had been ruled as cold, meaning it had supposedly been checked and was safe.
This was an unspeakable tragedy, but Alec Baldwin committed no crime. He was an actor acting, playing the role of Harlan Rust.
He pointed the gun at another human being, cocked the hammer, and pulled that trigger. In reckless disregard for Miss Hutchins' safety.
If convicted, Alec Baldwin could get up to 18 months in prison and face a $5,000 fine. The armorer for the movie, Hannah Gutierrez Reed, was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter back in March. Never a boring moment for animal rescuers this morning. 2 reptile experts in Arizona were called to action to rescue a lizard that was stuck in a drain alongside a Phoenix highway. The rescue captured on video both by Arizona traffic cameras and also a cameraman on scene. First, state troopers tried to wrangle it, but it escaped through a storm drain, so they called in the experts. After a bit of a struggle with the lizard, they were able to capture it and secure it into a container. This all happening before 8 a.m. with temperatures nearing triple digits already.
We were battling with time a little bit, too, because we were both starting to get a little hot. Yeah. And he was getting worn out, the lizard. So we were trying to make sure that we could get him before he cooked in that little culvert there. Yeah.
The Phoenix Herpetological Society is now searching for the lizard's owner. A live look north right now at Las Vegas Boulevard, looking north from the south end of the Vegas Strip, one of the resorts on the Strip getting ready to celebrate its final day in business. If you've been to Vegas, you know the Mirage. It's set to close its doors next Wednesday, but the casino has more than $1 million to give away. That money is from unclaimed progressive jackpots from tables and slot machines. Nevada law says that players are obligated to receive progressive jackpots and that remaining funds must be paid out before a casino closes. For slot machines, the casino has been giving away hundreds of thousands in guaranteed winnings. An additional $400,000 will be given away in table game jackpots. The Mirage opened on the Vegas Strip back in 1989. It'll be transformed into a new Hard Rock Hotel and Casino set to open in 2027. Are animated movies saving the cinema this summer? Not only has Inside Out 2 become the year's top grossing film so far, but it just became the top grossing Pixar film of all time. The film has earned $1.25 billion globally. That surpasses Incredibles 2. Also doing well in theaters, Despicable Me 4, which topped the 4th of July weekend with $122 million sold in tickets over a 5-day span. Luckily for us, there are no minions on the First Warn Weather team. Meteorologist Jacob Madison joins us with our First Warn forecast. Jacob?
Thanks, Eric. Here's a look at the 3 things you need to know going forward. Conditions will remain sunny and also remain rather mild, not too hot for the rest of this week. But by the weekend, that's when things will change a bit. We are going to see highs in the lower 90s returning possibly as early as Saturday, but certainly Sunday. And we also could see some strong storms Sunday evening. So we have an alert day in the forecast for the heat, but also for the potential of that severe weather. This is for really all of Wisconsin. The heat will be the reason for the alert day during the day, Sunday and Monday. But Sunday evening, we could see a line of storms move through our area that could produce some very strong winds. So once again, timing everything out, hot both Sunday and Monday, but in both cases, the daytime should actually remain dry. However, the heat index value could get to, if not exceed 100, and then a line of storms is expected for Sunday evening. So before all that, tomorrow is going to be a pretty nice day. We'll have highs near 80, very close to average. But as we look at the heat index forecast going forward, it's certainly going to warm up. So we'll have the heat index values in the upper 80s for Saturday. So still warm, but not too bad. But by the time we get to Sunday, we are going to see some pretty hot temperatures. Middle to upper 90s will be the heat index values for much of our area. Some locations could actually see that in the triple digits, probably maxing out at the worst around 105. So we're not talking about anything above that, but still very hot nonetheless. And then as we get to Monday, we're still going to be talking about some pretty high heat index values, but not as bad as Sunday. Now, as far as rainfall goes, we could see a pop-up shower or storm tomorrow, but other than that, we're going to be dry for the rest of the work week. Friday especially is looking dry. And then as we get into Saturday, we'll see another chance of some showers and storms, a little bit more consistent chance than the rain we've seen the last couple of days. It looks like it may last for a bit longer, but still not expecting a lot of rainfall Saturday. We may continue to see some shower and storm activity Sunday morning, but the afternoon Sunday will be dry before that line of storms moves into our area from the north during the evening hours. And the biggest risk will likely be the strong winds, but we also could see some minor hail, maybe even an isolated tornado. But the winds will be the biggest hazard as this line of storms moves through our area. Not going to last too long, though, and it should clear out well before Monday morning. And then most of Monday will be dry with, once again, another chance of a pop-up shower or storm. So temperatures, as I talked about, they will be in the 90s. That severe weather forecast is still subject to change, though. However, the temperatures are more than likely not going to change as we head into the weekend. So still going to see those highs in the lower 90s. But by next week, or at least the middle of next week, we'll be back near, if not below average. And next weekend, we may actually see high temperatures in the lower 70s.
And coming up in sports, Pat Murphy happier than he looks because the Brewer Bats were red hot tonight. How they evened their series with the Pirates is next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards. We carry the largest selection of garage doors in stock. Or you can design your own using our garage door design program. This 9x7 garage door is $449.99 after rebate. Complete your project with a Genie garage door opener. This powerful belt drive model is ultra quiet. Get it for $149.99 after 11% rebate at Menards. #1 in customer satisfaction among home improvement retailers according to J.D. Power.
Save big money at Menards.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on.
I want that.
Amazing offers and a great selection of Ford vehicles, including America's all-time best-selling SUV, Ford Explorer. Get the deal you need on the SUV you want. Make it Ford. Make it yours. Make it now.
I want that.
Make it 0% APR financing. Make it a 0 down payment and make it no payments for up to 90 days on Explorer. Only at your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
This month, we're looking for 200 homeowners interested in getting a new fence. We're offering up to $1,000 off, plus an upgrade of up to 10 free solar caps. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. Call now or visit the website for your new fence today.
It's a great time to have RG Heating and Air Conditioning check your home's furnace system for safety and efficiency. RG services all brands and installs quality Trane equipment to keep your home running smooth year-round. Call RG Heating and AC today.
I'm so happy I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
This summer, feel confident from head to toe with Sono Bello Permanent Fat Removal and get summer body ready in just one visit.
I saw the results immediately. It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all, and my abs haven't been this flat since before I had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sono Bello's biggest sale of the year. Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It will change your life. It did for me.
I can't wait till the summertime hit. Hot Mom Summer, here I come.
Call 1-800-905-6520 now or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
Empire makes it so easy that you just don't need to shop around.
Real customers share their stories about Empire today.
Everything from the beginning to the end of the process was perfect. It only took 3 days from start to finish. Their installation was unbelievable. I am so glad that we chose Empire. Everything that we need to get it done and get it done right. The new flooring just changes your whole house.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
Wisconsin will be well represented on the United States rowing team over in Paris, with 4 Badgers making the team, including Lauren O'Connor. The Belleville native is a first-time Olympian, and what's crazy about her journey to the world stage is that O'Connor walked on at UW with 0 rowing experience. Fast forward 8 years, and she's an Olympian, a title that really just doesn't feel real quite yet.
It's honestly a dream come true. I remember my freshman year of college was in 2016, so it was right after Rio, and I remember them bringing the 2016 Olympians to one of the football games and honoring them and thinking, like, that is so crazy. Like, these people are amazing. And, like, to have, like, now that I'm one of those people, it's so surreal.
And we'll have much more on Lauren's journey to the Olympics coming up tomorrow. Greg Steemsma was a forced down low during his playing days at Wisconsin. If you brought it in the paint, chances are he'd send your shot right back at you for one of his career blocks. Well, after spending 4 years playing in the NBA and 3 more working on the Wolves and Spurs staff, the Randolph native is coming back to Madison to serve as the Director of Player Development for Greg Gard and the Badgers. We're just 51 days away from Wisconsin kicking off their season against Western Michigan, but if you can't wait that long to get your college football fix, you're in luck. Ahead of their July 19th release date, EA Sports College Football 25 announced the video game's top 100 players, and 2 Badgers made the list. Ricardo Hallman earned a 91 overall rating in the game, while Hunter Roller came in at 90 overall. Brewers looking even their series against the Pirates. No score in the first. Willie Adames reaches out and pokes one all the way to the wall in center. That scores Christian Yelich from first to start a 2-run inning for the Crew. But the Brewer bats were not done. Same score in the fourth. William Contreras rips one down the third base line. That plates 2 more as the Brew Crew blanked the Pirates 9-0 the final. And on the ice, Ryan Suter has found a new home. The Madison native has agreed to a 1-year deal with the Blues. Suter comes to St. Louis after spending the past 3 seasons in Dallas. The 3-time All-Star is coming off a year where he logged 17 points in 82 games with the Stars. We're back after this.
Congress has been spinning its wheels, going nowhere. I'm Katrina Shankland. In the state capitol, I've passed 225 bipartisan laws to help farmers, workers, and families. I approve this message because I have the experience to get things moving.
Looks like they finally got rid of that trip hazard. They pump it full of mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Where are the patched holes? Where's the splashed mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Concrete lifting technologies can quickly raise and level any concrete surface using cutting-edge foam technology made in Wisconsin. Fast and accurate and eco-friendly.
How did those guys do it? Where are the holes? Where's the mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
I'm coming to you live from Wisconsin, where the Wisconsin Lottery's newest scratch game is taking over. Let me tell you, this is big. Are you getting this? It's Winning Streak, a brand new $10 scratch game. Match any of your numbers to winning numbers or reveal 3 identical numbers in a row. You could win up to $100,000. So cool. Now available at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Brothers Maine enjoys 4th of July festivities with family, friends, and fabulous kitchen and laundry deals. Our fireworks of savings on GE appliances and free delivery will make you ooh and ah. Feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Owning my own home is nice. You can just come home knowing that it's yours. It's a sense of pride, sense of ownership, and enjoying it with everyone that I love and care for.
Make a lasting impact on local families in need. Please donate today.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs.
Right now, lease a new Corolla Cross for $299 a month, or lease a 2024 RAV4 for $329 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Yeah, so
choosing to celebrate the special moments. For those recovering from stroke, injury, or illness, choosing Encompass Health for inpatient rehabilitation may just be their most important choice.
Many window installers lack proper training. At Next Door and Window, we're reinventing window installation. Our installers are certified and trained to ensure your windows are sealed tight and energy efficient. Visit nextwindow.com to learn more.
I know how to get things moving in the state capitol, but in Congress, I'll also have the experience to stop bad ideas like the national abortion ban and stop attacks on our democracy. I'm Katrina Shankland, and I approve this message because our freedoms are on the line.
The First Warn Weather Team takes you beyond the barometer, only on News 3 Now.
Tonight, Colbert's new with Governor Gretchen Whitmer.
The debate is still what everybody is talking about.
What debate? And Martha Stewart, tonight on CBS.
Well, look away if you're an arachnophobe. This spider, watch him coming. We've had a few of these on our tower cams, but this one's pretty creepy, startling some police officers in Wausau when it moved across the lens of one of the police department's surveillance cameras. The Wausau County Police Department, Marathon County Police Department, writing in a post, quote, "Some things are not meant to be seen at 5 a.m. on a big screen TV in the lieutenant's office, but maybe it was just there to take in a beautiful Wausau sunrise." That's pretty creepy. It's probably a lot smaller than it looked. Let's go to Jacob. Final check of the forecast.
Yeah, temperatures are going to be warming up as we head to the weekend. We have an alert day in the forecast for the hot temperatures, but Sunday evening, likely not until after sunset, we are going to see a line of showers and storms that could produce some strong winds. So we kind of have a double alert day for the heat and then that line of severe weather Sunday evening. Now, as I mentioned, it will be after sunset, so most of the day will be dry. But that just means more sunshine, and when temperatures are that hot, you kind of want more cloud cover. So if you do have any outdoor plans, make sure you drink plenty of water and take breaks inside. That is the best thing you could do to combat the heat. It's going to be hot again on Monday, but thankfully this is not going to last very long. Can't even really call it a heat wave, as temperatures may be peaking in the 70s by the middle of next week.
All right, Jacob, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10, folks. Have a great night.